Hey, how you guys doing here? I'm going to show you guys how to install a Kaoko um, cruise control throttle lock here, and from your stock to this new one here. A couple things here is this is a weighted end here for vibration and all. This is a locking nut portion of it here, and this little screw here is called a grub nut. It's a set screw that can lock down on the screws here to set your friction, so it's a little bit, you can see I have it backed out right now quite a bit, but we'll adjust that later and I'll show you how to unscrew it. It's very simple to do. I'm going to take you through from start to finish here. So you can see from stock this is how it came, and it comes with a weighted end on here, and it cuts down on vibration, and that's why they stick them in here. So first off, I'm going to put the Kaoko cruise control on this bike, you need a Phillips screwdriver. I've got this loose already, but to take this out, and it's threaded, and it has a rubber grommet, a long bolt here, and it has a rubber grommet with a sleeve on it. It also has a washer in there you're going to have to get out at the very end down here and take it out with you to take it out. And I keep all this together in a drawer just for future if I want to get rid of this thing, and I put it all back together here, and I keep it together with the nut, just a separate nut that I put here to keep on this, and take it out. Easy as that. Take that out. Now we're ready to put in the Kaoko cruise controller. Okay, this is all it is. It just has a wedge on it that tightens down as we tighten on it, and wedges itself in the inside of the arm here now, in the section here. Now it does tell you to do this with the there's a groove in here. It shows you where that's at. It says to put it in there with a groove and on there. So when you stick it in there, is the best way. There's a flat spot. Do you see the flat spot on here? I don't know if you can see that there's a flat spot on the. I don't know if the camera picks that up angle. And there's a welded groove on here. So it says put the flat and the welded groove together so that it slides in there very easily. And really, it's about the only way it goes in there. Okay. So now that that's in there, you take a Allen, which is a trying to read the numbers here. It's a 5mm. Everything's metric on these things. So 5mm, and tighten it down with this nut all the way back, because it's a left-handed nut. Turn it all the way back, and you have a friction sleeve in there also. So you take this until it gets in there and gets nice and tight. Okay, you can feel it gets snug. All right, so that's on there right now. Okay, so then the way that this operates then is when you're throttling on, when you throttle back, you set it, and you can pull the throttle back to a point with one hand, and with your pinky finger pull this back and lock this in so that it locks in the throttle. Okay, I'll demonstrate. I'll come around the camera and I'll demonstrate. So when you're riding this, you twist on the throttle. When you twist on and you want to hold it, you just rock on. You can see I'm rocking with my pinky, and I can rock it in there and just lock it, and so the throttle didn't move back. And you can adjust even while you're going. You can adjust back and forth just to set your cruise control and watch your speed and set cruise control. Okay. Now the other thing they tell you to do is, I don't know if you can see this, but right on top here they call it a grub nut. They give you an Allen in this kit to set the grub nut down, to put a little bit of friction on those threads to set the friction, so I guess so that it doesn't unlock. Now I've just got this set down about flush with the top here, because I don't want to ruin the threads over time and have to basically ruin this the cruise control. So all I do is it's enough, and don't need anything extra. I just rock it back with my finger with my pinky and palm, kind of rock it into place, and then I can adjust it with my hands, and then go hands free from that point on. Okay, it's as easy as that. It took us what, 5 minutes maybe or less to install this thing, and that was probably included reading the instructions. When it's time to come off with it, all you do is you rock off with it, and then you see how the throttle twists. There you go again. And it's all in line. It looks good, and I like that it's all smooth. It looks almost like original. It just has this little ratcheting nut on here you can barely see on it that locks it in. And I kind of like this style over I saw the thumb style where guys have it right here. They have a thumb switch, but it's right next to the starter and all that, and I I didn't like the look of it. I like the look of this. It's neat and sleek. It costs you a little bit more. It's probably about $120 to $140 I've seen online. I think I purchased mine through either Amazon or I got it through Rocky Mountain ATV motorcycle parts. Either one, just look online, you'll see them. Kaoko cruise control. I happen to have a 2013 V-Strom 650 ABS. Alright, so we'll take it out for a test and I'll show you how it works on the freeway. Alright? Okay, so see, now we're on the road and I just throttled on and locked in. I'm about, you can see there, I'm locked in, no hands on the throttle. I'm doing about 70, locked in there. And now it just, wind or whatever here, it'll knock me down around 1 or 2 miles an hour, up and down hills too. But you can see that it's rocked in and locked in. I'm not even touching the throttle here. We're still continuing our speed limit now. Now I got to stop up here. I got a stoplight. All I do is just rock forward on it, let go, and the speed's down. Just that simple on it. It's very easy to operate. Okay, I know you didn't see me start it on, but I'll do it here from a stop, and you can see what I do here. Okay, so we're going again. So, see my pinky finger, I'm just kind of rocking it back. I don't know if you can see that barely. Rocking it back, just kind of lock it in. Now I'm locking it about 65, okay? So it's locked in. About 68, 69, so just sitting there, okay, 70. So now if I want to go off on it, all I got to do is rock forward on it and or adjust up and down on the speed as I'm going here. That's all I have to really do. Not too much to do. And I was having problems with keeping the throttle on. My right hand was going numb just from trying to keep the throttle on all the time, and I said, man, I got to do something about that. So I got this Kaoko cruise control, and you can see, like right now, I'm just not touching. I'm going uphill a little bit now. You'll see now 71. I don't know if you can see that, so I'll try to focus on that a little bit. 70. So but it's just the engine. I got a 650, so it's going to drop down a little bit. But then once I come up over this rise, start coming down, should start going right back up to where it was. Now you can see it's starting to climb up again. I didn't touch it. Going up to 68. You can see that. 69. See, now we're going downhill, so it's back to where I was, okay? Very easy to operate. Very smooth. And I just like the look of it too. You can see that, I don't know if you can see the left side over here on my handlebars over here. Very similar to what it looks like on the left side to what it looks like on the right side over here. Just about the same. As you're going down the freeway too, you can sit there and adjust it up and down as you need to. Even if you're in traffic or get into traffic and push down on the throttle a little bit, because it's got a slip ring in between there. You'll notice that it's just a friction ring pushing up against your throttle, and that's all it is. So you can let off up and down on your throttle no problem without ruining your throttle handle. Now I'm getting off on this exit right here, so I'm just going to show you. I didn't touch it, and I'm going to just start rolling down on it here. And what I could do is just roll it off with my pinky here, and it just snapped off, so I can see. So it's loose again, and you can see the bike jerking around because I'm torquing the throttle here a little bit up and down. So it's just that easy, really easy to operate.